Mhm. Okay.
Record yourself, I have made you organizer. There is a start recording button. You can click there.
Yes, thank you.
Take a new test, Roma, and please follow the steps which I am trying to tell you. Go to File.
Okay, go to File. Hold on.
And open a new test.
Okay, hold
Say
on.
new.
It's thinking. The mouse is thinking. Hold on. Okay, File, new, right?
Yes, File new.
New. Okay. Okay. Okay, here it.
It's loading a bit slow for me. So now what you do is that go to this flight. Wait. I have the control. Wait. I
Okay,
have
do
the
it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
No, this one. Another one. Another one. It doesn't work.
Yes. Wait. This one is giving you an error. Is it so?
Yes, this one is.
Okay.
Pratisha,
Yes, Tamanna.
you open this tab, right? What kind of password is it? You have like anything universal, or you have to
We have
make
password universal as Mercury.
Oh, Mercury. Yeah, I tried yesterday. It's Mercury. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did it work for you?
Yes, my one, yes.
Okay.
But I just open and I try this.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, fine. Just a second. Object spy. Roma, yes. Okay, so Win object running applications. Wait. Okay. Can you please spy this application flight 3A or whatever you have opened? Just a sec. Let me spy this.
Object spy.
Window to flights. Okay, fine. What I want you to do, Ruma, is that please record, okay? So click on record. I'm doing it. That's okay.
Yeah, Window application, right?
As usual, the first step, and then
Okay.
click OK, and then open this app. Open and type. Okay. Now I have understood. Now, now cancel. Yes, and then start. Okay, now I have understood the problem. What I'll do is that Ruma, there is a separate exe file. I think your exe file is not working properly of this Windows 4A application. So what I'll do is that I'll send you a separate exe file for it. Are you there, Ruma?
Yes, yes, I am here.
I'll send you a separate exe file in the Dropbox. Run that exe file and your Flight 4A application will work well.
Okay.
There is an application error which it is showing. So fine. So I'll be sending you the exe file. You can run that exe file separately and you can get that Flight 4A application. Okay, so don't worry.
Okay, then this
Now you ask me
about the split menu. Split, you know.
if what you want, you need what? Splitting the actions, right?
Splitting the action, yeah, yes.
That is, so what did I ask you first is that you need to separate these two, whichever actions which you want to take.
Okay.
By using the space like this. Okay. So I want to separate entering this username and entering this password.
Okay.
And now.
Oh, they active after that. Okay.
See?
Okay. Call to action. Okay.
Okay, fine. No, not this. Wait. Since it's a new tool, I need to just.
Insert call to copy action.
No,
Yes,
don't do that. Don't. You need to split up the actions, right? Call to existing. These are all call to actions which have not yet taught you. Okay, so let me see these tools.
Yesterday I was off and I saw everything and I was so upset. So what should I do?
But I didn't find anything. Is it so?
Yeah, we have to find it.
Wait. Then we have another option which we can do. So don't worry. Edit. What are the options in this edit? First copy format is okay. ALM is different. Find it in ALM. Baseline diagram. This is just to insert call to new action, call to copies and action. Virtualize service settings. Okay, this is what is this? ALM connections. Okay, search, design, in record, you didn't find it. Even in record, you didn't find it, right?
No.
Okay, then no problem.
I was trying to see in a tools, you know, maybe the tools over there.
Okay, no problem. I'll show you how to do that. So, let me open this up first. That will be easier.
This one is not over. Okay, you can do it on another one. How to?
Okay, I'm doing only till login. Because only after login it's not working in. I understand that. So I'm doing only till login. So click on this and go to that application whichever you want. And now enter. And it should be in this option. Okay, so now say call to new action.
Call to new action is okay, then split.
Okay, so this is what is your from here, from this step you are going to create another action. This would be your action number 2. Operating from the machine speed. Okay, so as you can see, action number 1 and action number 2. So in order to split up the actions, while recording itself, from whichever point you want it to be an action number 2, go to selecting that action and then select it as action number 2. I'll repeat the same action again, okay? So don't worry. I'll repeat whatever I have done. So, okay, fine. Even in here also you can split up. So instead of split action, he has given a word called as call to new action. For example, as I told you, if you want to split this, that is to enter user ID and password, get in here and then say call to new action. And now we can name it as whatever the action you want it to be. So action 3, action 4, whatever you wanted. I want it to be action 4. So action 4. And if you doesn't want it to be a reusable action, you can uncheck this. If you want it to be a reusable action, you can just check it and then click OK. And now we can see it is action number 4. So like this, from whichever point you want it to be a separate action, you can just separate it. So it is a bit clumsy, so let me make it much more clear. Go to File. I will guide you how to do this. Go to File. Say New. Click New.
Okay.
Okay. And then New Test. New Test.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes, I am there. Click record. Click record. Yes. Open the application of slide 4A. Yeah, it's already open. So click on that. Not that one. Not that. Not that. Please don't take that. Yes, yes, this one. Enter the password. Wait. From this OK button, you want to take it into another action.
Okay.
Okay? So what would you do is that? Now, go to a red color button over there. Besides action 1, there is a red color button. Besides, yes, just, yes. Click on that. Yep. Okay, now change the name of the action as login.
Okay.
And now click OK. And in here now click OK. Now whatever you want to do in the test, do it. It will be recorded in login. Yes, now click OK. Yes, click OK. Yeah. Click OK again. See, whatever you are recording in this action, it is recorded under action named as login. Can you see that?
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, so this is how you record. For this, I'll give you another exe file. You can run that and your flight reservation will work fine. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, then you have a menu.
So
okay, send me, then the problem will be solved.
Yeah. No, I'll send it. I'll upload it in the Dropbox. Now stop recording. You can stop recording now. Okay. Is there any other doubt? Wait. Give me the controls. Yes. Let it be like that. Not understanding this part. I will let you know about this tomorrow, Ruma.
Okay.
I'm not understanding this part. This is call to new action, but I think you have understood while recording how to split up the actions, right?
Yeah,
I'll let you know
yeah.
tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
how to split up the actions inside the test itself. That I'll let you know. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. So, is there any other doubt? Didn't you find anything else?
Okay, I'll ask you another time tomorrow. Okay, I have a questions also, but tomorrow I'll ask you. Go ahead further today. What you have?
Now I'll take another class today. I'll take it at 10 p.m. IST also.
10 p.m. What about my work? I have to go to work, Priyanka. Sorry for that.
Oh, okay, fine then. So when will you be free? At which time?
I'm at work, because if
Yeah,
there is
at which time you will be leaving to work?
leaving to work 9 o'clock, IST in Eastern time 9 o'clock.
Eastern time then. That will be my 10 p.m. I think.
10:30. You have 10:30 that time.
10:30 you will be leaving. Okay, fine. So ping me, message me in my WhatsApp whenever you are free. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So today and tomorrow I'm a bit free. So tomorrow till 6 o'clock I am free. So whenever you are available, if it is middle of the night, please let me know. Okay? I'll take a class. Even with Tamanna also. Please see that you both sync your times and let me know. When you both are free, I'll take an hour of a class. Okay?
Okay, what do you have for today? You can teach us from 12.1, Priyanka.
What?
You can teach us from our new version 12.1 QTV.
I can? I didn't get you, Ruma.
No, you download the 12.1 and so it's easy for us. But it's hard. It's okay for us also. That's fine. Your is 11.1 and our is 12.1. That's why version mismatching. When you see yours and ours is finding the new thing, it's difficult. It takes a long time. That's why. That's okay.
Yes. But I'll do that. What I'll do is that whatever I'm teaching you right now, I'll try to search about that and I'll try to find out in UFT. Okay. So I feel that there is a bit difficulty for you, not a bit, but a lot of difficulty for you in order to match, in order to find out where the tools are
Yeah, that's
in your
just difficulty.
UFT.
Yeah,
So,
just that's all.
yeah, so don't worry. What I'll do is that I will find out where you can find it out in UFT. Okay, but I cannot teach in UFT. But I will find out where will you find. See, for example, I am teaching you today some output values. So I'll tell you, go to this point in here. In here, you can find output values.
Okay.
So I can process in which you can do in UFT. That I'll do. I think that will help you out. No need to search for things. Okay. Let me list out the topics. Before we start about topics, let me list out the topics which we have learned already. So that is our object repository we have learned. We have learned splitting up of actions, that is call to new action, call to copy, call to existing, call to service action. And then we have also learned how to split up an action. So and then we have learned how to insert a checkpoint and output value we have learned.
These two menu is finished.
Yeah, so these things we have learned, and we have learned how to use an object spy also. Object spy we have learned how to do it, and then we have learned about object repository, and now we have also learned about analog recording and low level recording, the types of recording, and we have learned about data table parameterization. Right?
Yes, file setting, file.
Yeah, so we have learned about data table parameterization, and we have learned how to run and how to stop the recordings, and what else? Okay, fine. So these things we have learned, and resources, object repository we have learned. So in the tools, object spy we have learned, very good. So what are the topics which you are left with? And also we have learned about different types of actions, reusable action, non-reusable actions too, right?
Yes.
Fine, good. So today we are going to talk about very small topics, few very small topics. Okay, so the very small topics are that, see, there is something called as start transaction, end transaction. So these two are nothing but, these two will allow you in order to calculate the time, in order start transaction and end transaction. So this transactions, what this will allow you is that this will let you know what is the time difference or what is the time lag between a transaction. For a transaction, for example, I want to know in practically to say in banking applications, you can find that for example, my system is disabled, I am not working anything in that system. In the banking application, I am not working anything. I've just kept the system idle. So after some time, there will be a message given to you that the transaction has expired, please log in again. Did you see that message at any time?
So tell me again.
If you keep your system idle for some time, means you are not doing anything in the application for some time, then in banking, mainly in banking applications, it would show you that your session has expired, please log in again. Did you see that at any time?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, fine. In India, there are few applications of bank where if you don't enter your login ID and passwords for 5 minutes, that means or else you log in and do nothing for 5 to 10 minutes, then what would happen is that it will expire the session. You need to log in again. For that, in order to test such scenarios, you should first of all know what is the time of the transaction, what is the time which the transaction is taking. For example, it would be much more clear if I'll show you practically. For example, I have this flight reservation application, okay? Think that it is a browser-based application. Assume that it is a Windows application right now, but assume that it is a browser-based application, okay? That is which can work in the internet, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now, for example, I enter this area name and then I enter a password in here. As soon as I click the button OK, it should navigate within like 2 to 3 seconds. It should navigate to the next page. This is what is the user expects, right? Good. So this is what is the user expects. But if it is a browser-based application, since this is a Windows application, you doesn't depend upon internet speed and its capacity. But when you go for a browser-based application, then you do depend upon the browser's, the internet speed and capability. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So as we have talked in manual also, that the testing is nothing but not only testing the functionality, that is not only testing how it is working, but also we'll also test how speedily it is working. What is the performance of the system? Yes or no? How fast it is. For example, I enter user ID and password. The user cannot wait for an hour in order to log in, right? It cannot wait. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So it means that the transaction time is also very important. The time in which the transaction does mean going from one page to the other, or doing from one, or the user logging in, logging out from the session. So these are nothing but the different transactions which are done in the application. Okay. So in order to test such transaction times, I do have this start transaction and end transaction. As you can see, I have start transaction and end transaction. What will this do is that this will allow the user or the tester to understand or to know what is the transaction time of that particular action. What is the transaction time of that particular action? For example, I want to know, once I click on OK button after entering a valid user ID and password, once I click on an OK button, I want to know how much time is it taking in order to log in into the flight reservation page. Okay?
Okay.
So what would I do is that first of all, I should tell them, see what is the, from where should I start calculating the time. That is, where am I starting the transaction? In here.
Okay.
I am starting the transaction. So insert, start transaction. And now what is the name of the transaction? That is to log in. Fine. So this is an important interview question. What is the line of script which is generated while using a transaction is services.start transaction. That is what is the line of script which is generated.
Okay.
Now, end transaction. So where should I end the transaction? I should end the transaction in here. That is after clicking on OK. So whatever I get. So now go to insert. So end transaction. So the same transaction which you have started, that can be ended. So you cannot give a new name for the transaction here. So after the current step, click OK. So now I'll come to know, once it has logged in, how much time it is going to take in order to do such transaction. So click run. And now in your results page, you would be able to see the transaction time. See, started the transaction in here. Done. and now I have ended the transaction. See, the total duration of this transaction was 4.33 seconds.
Okay.
4.33 seconds. Got it? So this is how I'll come to know the transaction time of each and every action which would be done in your application. Okay?
Can you please do it again from the beginning?
Yeah, sure. I'm doing it again. It's very simple. I first recorded the session. Whatever I wanted to record, I have recorded it. Now, which transactions time I need to know? I have started the transaction first. So that was, I wanted to know the transaction time from the action at which I enter the login ID. So I've took up a space in here and then click insert, start transaction, insert, start transaction, and give a transaction name.
Login.
So I've given it as login.
Okay.
And click OK. So you can find a line called as services.start transaction login. And now where should I end this transaction? Is it here? So this whole step, how much time is it taking to transact, that I want to know. So I have clicked on the 10th line of the script in here, and now go to insert
and transaction
and transaction
login. Okay.
And transaction, and the same transaction name you can see. So click OK, and you can see services.end transaction login. And once you play back the script,
Okay.
you can find it in the results page in here. Results page, total duration was 4.37 seconds. Okay? Now we are going to talk about another simple topic. So that is nothing but your synchronization time. Synchronization time. See, for the QTP to understand the object, to work on the object, or to act on the object, to operate on the object, it needs to first recognize the object. And that would be done by my object repository and a QTP using VB script and object-oriented programming. It would recognize the object. But there is a time for which the QTP waits in order to operate on that object. For example, if I enter a valid username and password, then it will take at least 2 seconds in order to log in into the flight reservation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. So the QTP should wait for at least 5 seconds in order to for the flight reservation option to appear in the page. So how will QTP know how many seconds to wait in order to for the object to appear in the page? That is nothing but your synchronization timeout. Syncing to connect between two things. So as the name suggests, synchronization means in order to connect between QTP and the application, the QTP will take a time. That time is nothing but your synchronization time. So what is synchronization? Synchronization means to connect between two things. And in here, in order to connect QTP with the application, so the QTP will take a time. So that time is nothing but your synchronization time. Now, Where do I find the synchronization time? How can I get to know that for how much time is QTP waiting by default in order for an object to appear in the application? Go to File, and then you can see Settings. Go to File, and then you can see Settings, and add synchronization timeout is 20 seconds. So what will QTP do? While it is playing back the script, whatever I have recorded, it will wait for 20 seconds for a particular object to appear in the application. Even after 20 seconds, if the object which is present in the script or given in the script didn't appear, then it will fail the section. Understood? For example, let me change it as 1 second. Apply, OK. Click on Record, Windows application, go to Start, Flight, now the date of flight, or I will open up a flight. I will open an order. The customer name is Ruma. Close and stop. Now let me play that. Let's see what's it gonna do. So what value? Okay. Now it has passed. Go to File, and then Settings, Resources, Run, and Object Synchronization. And say nothing. Apply. Okay. Now run. Ruma, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Priyanka.
Okay.
We can use a video to each other, to see each other, Priyanka.
Yes? I didn't understand you. What were you telling, Ruma?
That's okay. I'm just joking.
I didn't understand that. Okay, fine. See, what happens is that while you go to run in here, so as you can see, object synchronization timeout is only 1 second. Okay. So what will it do is that the QTP will wait only for 1 second in order for an object to appear in your application. But this will not work out when you go for web-based applications. Since it is a window-based application, easily within how many seconds will that particular window would open up, or will that particular window would navigate to another window. But when you go to the web-based applications, just like your Gmail or Facebook or any web-based application, it will take more than 1 second for an object to appear in the page. Yes or no?
Yes, it takes a time, yeah.
So what will I do is that I will keep a reference point. For example, I say, instead of a standard time of 1 second, I want the QTP to wait for a particular object in the next page to appear. For example, so this is how I insert that synchronization point. Click on record. So already we do have 1 second. So 1 second is a standard timeout. So within 1 second, if your object didn't appear in the page, then it will show you a failure. But now I'm keeping an object as a reference. So after clicking on OK, I'll say that ignore that 1 second, and wait till this window called as flight reservation appears. So it might appear in 5 seconds, it might appear in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, but the QTP will wait till this flight reservation would appear in your page. So in your Gmail application, what would you do is that instead of depending upon a constant timeout of 1 second, what would you do is that you would say that, see, wait till the login page appears, or wait till the Gmail home page appears. So what will it do? Without considering the constant timeout of 1 second, the QTP will wait till this login page or login home page of QTP appears. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
Right? How to insert that while recording itself? Now, go to insert, and you will find synchronization timeout. So it is like this. Go to insert, find synchronization point, and the point till which QTP should wait in this page is unless and until this flight reservation would appear. Now click OK. As we already know, how will QTP identify an object? It will identify an object depending upon its property and value. Now, if I need to tell QTP to wait till this flight reservation appears, means I should tell it till this particular property and value appears, please wait. Now, the flight reservation, there are different properties of flight reservation, but let me take a very easy property, so that would be your text property. Text property. Now, what is the value of, you can't hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Flight reservation. So this would be the text available.
Okay.
I'll also will teach you how will you get to know that it is a text property and what is the value of this text. Okay. So, but even the synchronization point also has got a timeout. That is, it cannot wait for an unlimited time, but it will wait for 10,000 seconds.
Okay.
After waiting for 10,000 seconds, if it is not able to find out, or if it is not able to recognize the object in the page, then it will ultimately show you a failure. Okay. So now we can also change this into much more seconds, like 999, 999 or something like that. So now click OK. Now just close the script and stop. Can you see? There is a line generated in here saying that QTP, please wait for a text called as flight reservation to appear in the page and wait for at least 10,000 seconds and then close the flight reserve page. Understood? This is how I manage my script. This is nothing but whatever I am taking in here, these checkpoints, output values, this is nothing but managing your scripts. So in order to avoid the problems, what will I do? I will take up measures like this. Like when you take up a web application, you record a web application, and finally when you run the script, you see that the script has failed just because the QTB was unable to wait for the particular object to appear. So in order to overcome such problem, I have used something called as synchronization timeout.
Okay.
And this can also be called as wait property. This can also be called as wait property.
Okay.
Okay? Fine. So there is another way also to do this. That is, just insert a line in here. This is a VB script line. Just insert a line in here to say that wait 5 or how many ever seconds you want it to wait. But it will not work all the time because I don't know. For the next time, it might take 10 seconds to load the page. So if I wait for 5 seconds, that will not be enough. So instead of this, I will always prefer to insert a synchronization timeout. Tamanna, can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes, Pratisha. Now I hear you.
Yeah. Let me repeat the same what I have taught you now. So what you do is that instead of
please, thank you, please.
Yes, instead of using wait property, that is just now we had seen that I have inserted a synchronization timeout. So synchronization timeout is what? It is to ask the QTP to wait for a particular object to appear in the page and then do the other operations. Okay?
Yes.
So instead of using that, I can also write like this. That is, wait 5 seconds or wait 10 seconds. But it is not advisable to take a wait in here because next time, I don't know, the page might load in 10 seconds. Or the next time it might load in 15 seconds. I don't know. So instead of using a wait for 5 seconds or 10, I'd be using wait property. Wait is different from wait property. Wait property does mean synchronization timeout. Wait does mean the wait which I have entered in here. Understood till here? Are we clear?
Yes, you're clear.
Yeah, fine then. So we have learned about synchronization, start transaction, end transaction, and we have learned about output values, checkpoints in here, and then synchronization timeout also we have learned. So now we are going to learn about call to copy of an action and call to existing action. Did I teach you?
Can you send me a recording again, please?
A recording?
Yes.
Okay, Tamanna. I am. Yep. I can record. Now we can record. Right? Okay, fine then. So now we're going to talk about the next topic called as call to copy of an action and call to existing action. I think I have also already taught you call to copy of an action. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fine. So what is the small difference between call to copy and call to existing action is that through using call to copy of an action, I can call both reusable and non-reusable actions.
Okay.
So existing action, I can call only reusable action. Again, she cannot hear me.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I'm talking about Tamanna. Tamanna cannot hear me. Okay, so existing, as I told you, call to existing action is that you're gonna, you can, by using call to existing action, you can call both reusable action as well as non-reusable action. Okay? But the procedure is the same. However, you would be doing the call to copy of an action, in the same way you would be doing even call to existing action also.
Excuse me. Okay.
Okay? Fine. Now, we are going to talk about the next small topic which we are going to talk about is that how to convert an unrecognized or partially recognized object into a recognized object. How to convert
Okay, hold on.
partially recognized object. Yeah.
Convert, how to convert? Partially?
How to convert partially recognized object into a fully recognized object.
Hello?
Yeah, Tamanna, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Problem with your computer. So use your headphones or earphones. It happens sometimes with me also.
I use headphone. No, it's
That's
something, connection is, I don't know.
Okay, connection problems. Fine. So now we are going to learn about Tamanna. We are going to learn about a new topic called how to convert a partially recognized object into a fully recognized object. How to convert a partially recognized object into a fully recognized object. For example, date of flight. Can you see the date of flight in here? Now, how do I know the properties and values of this date of flight? Click on this object spy in here. Even in synchronization timeout also, how do I know the properties and values of this of that particular object is click on object spy and then click on this date of flight. Okay. So as you can see in here, it is not preferable to it is just showing you that it is window and it is an object. That's it.
Yeah.
Else. But we already know that it is an edit box because I can write something in this. So it's an edit box. So it should be what? It should be bin edit instead of bin object. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Instead of it should be a bin edit instead of bin object, right? So now I am going to convert this partially recognized. How can I say that it is partially recognized? Because it is able to recognize it is a window object, but it is not preferably able to recognize which kind of object it is. WIN does mean it is a window, object does mean it is just a window. How to do that is like this. That is, go to Tools, Object Identification. Tools, Object Identification, and I'm going to use something called as User-Defined Object. User-Defined Object. So now it will ask you to show the class name. So click on this hand symbol and now show the date of flight. Now it has given a new class name called as MS mask window class something. It has given a class name. Now, for which I need to map. So I want to make it as a single edit, single line edit, because there is only one line which I can edit. So single line edit. Now click add, and you should see the same class name in here. Can you see? MS mask window class single line edit. Click OK. So the same, you should see the class name even in here also. MS mask window class.
Okay.
Now I click OK, and let me see how it's gonna recognize this edit box now. So click on this hand symbol in here, and you can see date of flight. How is it recognizing it? Window edit. So previously, how was it recognizing? Previously, how was it recognizing?
Window edit.
Thing window edit.
Window object, win object.
Window object.
Recognize it as a win object, but now it is recognizing it as win edit. Right? So how did that was? Click on tools,
Object.
identification,
User defined. Then hand symbol.
hand symbol in here, and then whichever object you want it to recognize, click on that object. And now map to, change this map to, as you can make it as a checkbox, combo box, whatever you want, a single line edit, multi-line, single line edit. And after that, remember, click on add. So it was already there, so that is where it's going. So click on add.
Add.
And OK. And click OK. And now we can find it in here as MS mask window class. So whatever it has added, the class name we can find. Now click OK. And now again spy the same. So you have changed it as win edit, so it should show you as win edit. Understood? Fine. So today what were the topics which we have learned till now was object identification, and then synchronization timeout, and then learn about transaction time, how to find the transaction. So these were the things which we have learned till now, yes?
Yeah.
and I have just explained what to call is call to existing action. We have already learned how to call copy of an action. Call to copy of an action, I am repeating again, call to copy of an action can call only reusable and non-reusable actions, whereas call to existing action can call only reusable actions. And we already know how to find out if an action is a reusable or a non-reusable. Understood till here?
Yes, yes. Yes, okay.
Yes.
So, resources object repository. Fine. So, what is the time? Okay, so now we'll find out, we are going to talk about another new topic called as how to make or how to convert local object repository to a shared object repository, So as we already know, there are two kinds of repositories. One is local object repository and the other one is a shared object repository. So how to find out, first of all, what is a local object repository and what is a shared object repository, and what is the use of converting a local object repository into a shared object repository. By default, whatever the repositories we have are all resources object repository, are all local object repository. It means the brain repository is nothing but the brain, a storage location. So this brain, it will work for this particular person or only for this particular test. That is nothing but your local object repository. But as it is a machine, I don't want this brain to work only for this particular test. I want this brain to work even for other tests also. That is for shared object repository also, right? Shared object repository is nothing but, we have seen actions, right? What did I do in this test? I had an action. In this test, I had an action. I took another new test, and instead of recording the same test again and again, the same action again and again, I have called this action into another test. I have copied this action into another test. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So in the same way, even in here, I can copy like this even repositories also. I can copy repositories also in the same way.
Okay.
So now it is just a local repository. It means these objects can be used only in this test. If you want these objects in another test, then you need to record or add objects. That is what you need to do.
Okay.
So instead of doing that, I will share these objects with the other tests. In order to share like this, I need to first of all make this local repository into a shared object repository. What should I do? I should make this local repository as a shared object repository. So go to File and then say Export Local Objects. Go to File and Export Local Objects. You can export it to a shared documents, any of the example I want to use in all users. So say login, and as you can see, it will give an extension .tsr. .tsr does mean test shared repository. So it will be saved as login.tsr.
Okay.
When I save this file, when I export this file, then it will be saved as whatever the name you give, .tsr. .tsr does mean test shared repository.
Okay.
So what did I do? In order to convert this local into shared object repository, I went to this file and then click on this export local object. And now you can see it has been saved as login.tsr.
Okay.
Okay? Good?
Good.
Understood?
Yeah.
Fine. So this is enough for today. You'll get a lot confused. So for now this is enough. Tomorrow I will teach you, it is a lengthy process. So tomorrow I will teach you how to use this shared repository in another test.
Okay.
Okay, it is a bit lengthy.
Pratisha,
Yeah, Tamanna?
what time tomorrow? Same time?
Same time. Yeah. Same time.
Same time.
Yes, Pratisha, can you send me today class because I can't, my connection has problem, I can't record it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll send you Tamanna.
Oh, okay, thank you, Ruma.
I'll be sending. Thank you so much, Ruma. Thank you so much. Because I'll not be recording.
Yeah, I know that.
So Ruma would be sending it to you. So please practice these topics. By the time I'll make a search, I'll find out whatever I have taught you right now, how can you find it out in UFT and how can you work on UFT. Okay?
Okay.
A lot of trouble. So I'll try to do it in UFT and I'll teach you how to do all these things in UFT. Okay?
Then send me the exe file. Okay, don't forget that one.
Yeah, I'll put it up in the Dropbox. Please check the Dropbox. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining Tamanna and Ruma. We'll meet tomorrow on the same time.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Patisha.
Okay, bye. Have a good day for everybody.
Okay, bye. Ruma, please send me.